Having had a facelift and a completely new redesign from the previous model, the Volkswagen Golf Mark V improved on so many aspects of the Mark IV: performance, safety, interior quality, and exterior quality as well. And we're going to take you through it. The Mark V Golf also had a marked improvement in boot space from the old one, the Mark IV. As you can see, it still retains the Volkswagen logo lift up to open it, but you're greeted with a nice wide, large opening, and this is actually a 350 litre boot, a little bit bigger than the old model. Now the lip, it's actually quite agreeable, it's not too large, so lifting small suitcases over it, you'll be fine. Back space has also been improved over the previous model. With a little bit of a longer wheelbase, you can see that legroom is actually quite substantial. I mean, this is set up to my driving position, so quite a substantial amount of room back here. Headroom is also pretty good. I mean, there's a bit of a ridge here, I'm not sure what that's for, but it cuts out a little bit. I reckon you'll be fine back here. Now, it's a nice spacious cabin, even though the black roofliner is you know, quite dark, the cabin's actually still nice and airy. Another huge upgrade for the Mark V Golf was the interior. The Mark IV was pretty good, but they really stepped it up a notch on the Mark V. You've got really beautiful soft touch materials anywhere, and you just get a real sense of quality in here. I mean, you got all the metal finishes, it's really quite spectacular. Now the GTI, which is what we're in, takes it up another notch. You've got special branding, you've got perforated leather steering wheels, flappy paddles for the DSG gearbox. I mean, it's really a nice place to be, and in such a sporty car, you wouldn't think of doing it any other way. So the Volkswagen Mark V GTI has heaps of power. It's a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo engine, and that gives you way more performance than you would ever need, especially from such a small car. Now you've got 147 kilowatts, 280 newton meters of torque, and a pretty good fuel economy rating of 7 litres per 100 k's. And that all works together to give you a 0 to 100 time of 6.9 seconds. Time to get this bad boy on the road. Now, on the road with the Mark V GTI, we're going to talk about livability first. Now, it's a hatchback, and it's got a lot of performance, but that doesn't mean you're going to have heaps of sacrifices in terms of livability. You've got quite a big boot, heaps of space to carry your passengers, and the back seats are good for adults as well as kids, so that's nothing you have to worry about. Shopping, taking it downtown, it's nice light steering, everything that you'd come to expect from a Volkswagen, especially a modern Volkswagen, you're going to find here. The brakes are a little bit touchy, it's something that I've noticed. But it's really nothing you can't get used to. I mean, every Volkswagen has really touchy brakes, and that just means that in an emergency situation, you're going to slam your brakes, you're going to stop. Now we're going to talk about performance, and that's really why you'd buy the Golf GTI. I'm just going to give you a little taste. Suburban street, can't go too quick, but here you go. So as you can see, you go pretty quick. I mean, that was in sport mode, so it drops the gears down a little bit. Takes a little bit longer to shift because it's, you know, trying to find the peak power and peak torque, but you can see you went quite fast, and the sound that you get from the exhaust, you get a really nice crisp engine note, and the DSG gear shifts, you get that beautiful little, I don't want to say fart, but that's what it sounds like from the gearbox, and it's really, you can get, you know, quite taken by it. Safety in the Mark V GTI, it's a Volkswagen, as we've said time and time again, you're going to be safe. It's got more than 5 airbags, but it's going to be safe enough for you. I mean, as I mentioned before, the brakes are really touchy, so in terms of an emergency situation, you slam the brakes, you're going to stop. It scores 5 stars in the ANCAP safety rating, you can't get any better than that. So the Mark V GTI will be absolutely fine for you, especially if you're a safety-minded person. The Volkswagen Mark V GTI really was a super step up in terms of quality and performance from the Mark IV. And you can really tell just by sitting in the cabin. The quality of the materials and just the general interior feel is just amazing. You can't get better than that. And that's why I think the Mark V Golf GTI is both the perfect dimensions and it's got heaps of performance, and it's exactly what you need if you're looking for a small performance hatchback.